Hey, ladies and gents, it's, yeah, fuck you guys know who I am. Along the lines of, I caught this on video the other night when I was playing tanks. One of the big mistakes a lot of players make is the overextension. And don't get me wrong, I do it too. You know, sometimes you just get a little foot loose and fancy free, and before you know it, you're way the fuck out in front of everybody and you're dead. But this is one of those things you really got to watch for. And this is kind of one of the difference, I guess you really tell the difference between the good players and the really above average players is not getting caught in this kind of situation here. And I'm playing the Conch. It's a tier 8-9 match. And this is going to be a tight game. You're going to watch some real long gameplay here. In fact, I took it down right to the end here. And you're gonna want to go like, no, what are you doing, Zem? Where the fuck you going? Well, I'm not a big 1-2 fan. Sitting there, just yeah, it's just not a place I like to be. It's too pokey. There's not a lot of pushing going on. I do have a lot of tanks with me, so I'm not feeling too worried about it. However, the Mawbreaker, the M4 Rev 1, the Ferdinand, yeah. So, take a pot shot at the AMX-13. I love the fucking Conch. It's one of my favorite tier 9 battles, or tier 9 tanks, especially that epic 120mm gun. We're just going to push on over here, because this is what this thing, I mean, we are a tier 9 heavy, and to win this side, you can't be a Sally. Sallies don't win. So what you're going to see me here is just push on up in here and start trying to get some shots and laying down some damage. The gun is, it's like I said, extremely accurate, good pen, and pretty good damage. So that's why I just love this tank. So we pull up in here, find the T-54, which is sitting in the bush. Put a nice shell into him. Didn't roll as high as I wanted here. So we'll pull back here. Let's see if we can put another one into him. Ooh, puts a 370 into him. Puts him down about 1149. I don't think if you think he was spotted or what, but he's just hanging out here. Let's see, we'll put another one into him and see if he's still there. However, didn't spot him. We have lots of light tanks and mediums sitting here, and we have a T-54. So I'm going to push on over. The other side, of course, is getting pushed to Ferdinand. So this is kind of a time thing here. We're not going to dick around. We're not going to poke. We need to start knocking this off. Pick up the Scorpion G. He's sitting there in the open. T-54E1 is pummeling me. So is the 44. And now this is kind of what I'm talking about, the overextension here. And I'm not really overextending myself because I don't have anything shooting at me from this side or this side. All I have is the stuff that's directly in front of me. And like I said, without something spotting them, these people, come on, might not move. So I'm going to push on up in here, see what I can find. Pull over the top here, pick up the T-54E1. Didn't get the second shot into him, got the first two. Yeah, so he's just kind of backing up here. I'm not sure what else is over here. T-44, there was a Scorp at one time. Pull up over here, put a shell into the T-44. T-54E1's like, nah, I'm just going to try to keep shooting at you. Now, which is interesting because he doesn't really seem to pay attention to anybody else. Except for me, which is alright, because I'll shoot you again. Fuck. So, the Scorpion G, he's on the run. Now, they've lost the other side completely. And we've won this side. So now the map's completely fucking bonkered. Everybody's gone a different way. Pick up the Centurion here and see if I can pick up another shot onto him. Nope, he's running. Can't get a shot in. However, Ezekiel Jesus finishes him off in the tier. And now, what do we want to watch here to the north here? We got 3 tanks. Mostly full health. Some of them full health at least. Yeah. That's what you call an overextension. They've extended so far, and now we have 3 dead ones. And shortly... Oh, what are you doing, buddy? Much at 25 ton. Oh, 4 dead tanks. About 28 seconds. That overextension right there, where they extended so far, has lots to do with the fact is you got to know where your other enemy tanks are. Rheinmetall, Scorpion Gs, T-28s, not something you want to run into. And like I said, with that overextension, past the ability to get away, to hide, to do anything, is one of the major things you see with a lot of tank players. Yeah, it's just not something you want to do. That, like I said, that overextension like that could have easily cost us the game. In fact, yeah, it was damn close by losing literally 4 tanks in the matter of 30 seconds. This game went from being a rout to a, oh, fuck me. And I'm bluntly honest as why the fuck did you guys do that? There was no need for that. We could have worked our way over there slowly, but yeah, now that we've flipped the map, I'd rather be on this side than that side. That side is not notoriously known for being fun. However, now you're going to see the overextension the other way. Being in the situation that we are in, or the places that we are, by simply holding this line, they've pushed themselves into a position that they're out, I mean literally out of position. 705's up here, Rheinmetall's up here, picks up the 65 ton, can't get a shell into him for some reason. He's got amazing Bounconium for armor or something. Picks him up coming through, can't not there, didn't think I hit him, but that's alright. So, there's the Carnivon, finds the other AMX 65 ton, he's poking again. Ooh, come on, where are you at, buddy? Come on, give me something to shoot at. Find him, puts a nice shell in the side and put down to 201 shot at 209 for most of the tanks in the field. However, we are 7-8 right now, and the object's 705. And I can't harp enough on that overextension because this literally would have been much easier if them 4 tanks wouldn't have simply vanished by not paying attention to what was on the opposing team. And you know, like I said, I can't say I've never been guilty of it myself, but like I said, getting extended into that position where you have no cover fire, you have no lights, and you have no place to run, yeah. Well, typically when I see literally 3 TDs, tier 3 tier 8 TDs, I don't want to have anything to do with it. So I got the 705 here. AM65 ton. Now, what's worried about me was when I first started the game, there is the platoon on the other side are as good players as I am, and they are still alive, which isn't good. In fact, they had 5 players that were pretty damn good. So this was going to be an upward fight from the start. However, we are in the better position, or at least on the better side, in my opinion, with this cover. The other side, if they want to take shots, they have to move up on that ridge. They get spotted, they get jerked, killed, whatever. But 705, he's trying to, I don't know if he's sideswiping or what here. Puts a shot into the track and does damage. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Finds the Scorpion G here. This would have been such a great shot if I could have finished him, but didn't quite get this top of his tank. And he's going to put up some nice numbers here a little later in the game here. So we're sitting about 8-9 right now. They'll have the advantage on us. However, they're hurting. They got most of their tanks. A lot of their tanks are at 1 shots and whatnot. Pulling back around here, and I'm not in a big hurry. Like I said, overextension is never good. AMX 65 ton and C44, of course, are kind of working together a little bit here, so they do have cover, and we also are covering them as well. We can't quite get the shot down on the AMX 65 ton. That bouncy ass turret. Oof. Yeah. So working our way around here, and I'm just about ready to leave, and I saw this. Here comes the Rheinmetall. Yeah, he's going to be nice to get rid of. However, we have our WZ, who's currently sitting up in the kind of on that little ridge, which is going to be interesting. That's about the time the T-28 shows up, and of course the Wheezy gets spotted. Shit happens fast. So now I got the Rheinmetall, the T-28, and the Object 705 here on the corner. We're going to have to pull her out. Now, they've, to a certain degree, what we've talked about earlier, they themselves have, of course, overextended here. Picks up the T-28, puts a shell into him. He gets me in the cupola, and the 705. I'm not terribly sure what the fuck he's doing. We're going to pull up in here, see if we can pick up the... there's the 705. Okay. Finished him off a roll high with a 439. Finished him off here. Now I got the T28 here to deal with here. Okay, picking up a little bit of spotting here. Where'd you go, buddy? Wow, he fucking just vanishes right there in plain sight. Go figure. I'm trying to keep myself below this ridge as much as possible, especially with that Scorpion G and the two AMX 65 tons. There we go. Pick up the T28. He's in the bush. Backing up. Finishes him off. Yeah. So, we've evened the game back up. Actually, we just went up 11-10 here. And now it's time to finish this game off. And I'm not harping. It's just something that you have to be aware as a player is not to overextend. And that's one of the real, like I said, one of the real big differences between your average watt player and your really, really, really good player. You're not going to see him overextend, if at all, if ever. I mean, I still do it. But yeah, if you're going to be successful, overextension is, a lot of times, set on caution, right? And luckily we're able to pull this game back, but those those 4 deaths could have very well easily been a complete change or a complete loss on our part. We lost 4 tanks in 30 seconds because of the overextension. AMX 65 ton gets picked up here. Gonna go over here and help the T44 out. E75 is kind of walling along here. Jesus is currently hanging out in the bushes. Pick up the Scorpion G. He's in the back corner, and the T44 is right here. He's trying to do a damn nice job of spotting. However, we don't want to get him pushed. A little bit later here, we find out that the T44 it doesn't have any more shells. Shit. So, pull up. Ammunition's empty. Yeah, it sucks. So, see if I can put a shell into his turret ring. Can't quite get it done here, so I'm going to try to pull up a little bit here and see if I can bully him into maybe coming over here and trying something. So, he gets cheeky shot underneath here, and fuck it. I'm not going to dick around with this guy and lose HP. Switch the premium APCR. And APCR on this tank really don't give a fuck how strong the turret is. Like I said, the first shot you see me actually try to hit the, what I'm aiming for right there is the turret ring. And most turret rings on British tanks, even on this tank, are a little bit weak. And a lot of times you can go through that turret ring even without APCR. So, we've nailed it back to 13-11. We have 2 players left. The T44 is working his ass off trying to keep the AMX 65 ton spotted. I have 465 and there is a fucking Rheinmetall left, and I will be possibly one-shotted. So we're just going to let the 75, he was sitting at almost full health, do a little bit of the work here. Pop over here, just going to use my turret, see what I can see. Ain't got nothing. Nope. Come on, E75, see what you got. So now, it's 2 minutes left, and I actually said at one point here, which I'm going to, is that somebody needs to go cap. Just in case some wild shit happens here and we don't finish it off. E75 picks off the AMX 65 ton. And this is where I get a little bit worried here. Scorpion G does have the speed and ability to get away here, so I'm leaving the E75 T44 to himself. I'm kind of worried. I want the T44 to cap it, just in case, but he's already committed. So yeah, we're just gonna have to go with it here. So pull forward, see what the T44. Like I said, he has no ammunition. Picks up the Scorpion G, takes 490 from the Scorpion G, and then rams the Scorpion G. I guess that's what you do with no ammunition. Is what you do. So he's looking for the. I'm looking for the. Oops, gotta get the camera back in the right fucking spot. There we go. Yeah, Scorpion G is still there. I was worried he had actually headed south and got back in the KJ area, and was going to play view range game with us. So yeah, that's never good, and I did not have the HP to do that. E75 finally balls up and moves into him. So hopefully, I kind of guys get an understanding what I'm talking about with the overextension. It's not a good thing to keep winning. Overextending on maps is exactly what that is. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully these little tutorials help a little bit.